Yes, yes. Welcome to the ancient world of tabletop games. I am Agamemnon from the historical documentary Time Bandits. This is a report from a fugitive. Here's a follow-up to the video about buying damaged items. This Orc Warband came at a discount, given the packaging was split before it reached the shop. I've left this pack intact purely for video purposes. Once I'm finished filming the damage, I'll remove the figures from the wreckage and place them all somewhere more useful. Orcs are most useful in synchronized swimming competitions, and that is a role-playing fact. Is it worth buying damaged goods? Depends on the damage. Here the packaging was the problem, that plastic barrier, and that alone picked up a few knocks and splintered in transit to the shop's warehouse. Sellers are transparent about what's going on. The description listed damaged packaging with the assurance that the figures inside were unharmed. We're talking about a reliable retail outlet, and the deal was reliable in the end. This pack took what we'd call a dunt to the arse end of it. Luckily, the bottom of this warband pack is just made up of packaging. No figures down there at all, it's about display. But the damaged box raises another point entirely. I'm quite prepared to purchase a damaged box at a discount to gain the cheapest deal on the internet. What do I do about boxes that aren't damaged, but which have a damaged figure inside them? One damaged figure in a pack is usually, not always, separated from its base. Happens now and again. It isn't worth sending a whole pack back for replacement, so I take the wounded soldier along to the workshop, and I use whatever glue suits the repair. If I have to use modelling tools, I will. Putty is last resort. Inserting metal pins into figures is the outhouse behind the last resort. I hate having to pin figures. Sawing into figures, cutting them, clipping them, filing them, bending them, straightening them, clamping them, repainting them. These things all come easily to me. Pinning them, I hate. Yes, it must be stated as fact when writ on stone tablets. Pinning is a very useful repair that I hate to resort to. Occasionally there will be a more complex break in one figure from a box full. Not a separated base, maybe a separated arm. If an arm is ripped off in transit, ask yourself if you can repair it, and if you can't, paint a touch of red around the raw break and pretend there's a bloody stump. What are the other dangers of figure buying? As far as Wizkids is concerned, the company's endless plastic shells are too fiddly, especially when dealing with smaller figures. Here you see this orc's head encased in a plastic lid built into the shell. That makes easing the figure out rather difficult. On top of that, the custom build of each resting place can cause weapons to bend and stay bent from packaging in the factory all the way through to your YouTube unboxing. Dipping the figure in warm water, reshaping the plastic, and then dipping it in cool water should do the trick. If it doesn't, you can get the same effect with a hairdryer and a damn sight more care. Mind how ye go. Should you remove figures gently from their icy plastic tombs? Depends on the figure. With boxes of small figures, I'm not keeping the packaging anyway, so I can be brutal as hell with a plastic shell case while protecting the figure. If you're going to buy Spelljammer spaceships, watch out. There are flimsy models in there, incarcerated in those solid plastic prisons. I haven't broken a Wizkids figure in removing it from packaging jail. But these two spaceships came through the post with broken pieces. I suspect they weakened when forced into the plastic shell in the first place. Return the whole box or head to the workshop. I went to the workshop. A bit of drilling, a dab of glue, some patience, and, long after the glue had cured at the distance of a week, I gently placed those spaceships back in the box. Shop around. Grab those discount deals. Search for the word damaged on the retail sites. Pay attention to the description of the damaged goods. Keep them away from sunlight. Don't give them water to drink or bathe in. And most importantly, never buy them after midnight. Your bank will think your account's been hacked.